Virtus in Veritate. Welcome to Fortikast, the official broadcasting arm of Paris Northfield's official school publication, Fortibus. Fortikast online show, sharing good vibes with the Northfield community every Friday at 5 p.m. Please welcome your host, Javi Encarnacion and Kobe Camaso.
Woo!
Annyeonghasseyo, Mariners! Welcome to our third episode of the fifth season of Forticast. And today we will be talking about Jinggoy Estrada's suggestion to ban K-drama in the Philippines. Hindi ba, Javi?
Yup, that's what we're talking about. Today's topic will be about Jinggoy Estrada's comments on the K-drama industry. But before that, I'd like to say hello to our 40 viewers. We hope you all had a good week, and we hope you're all excited for this afternoon's discussion. But before we move on, Kobe, I have a question. What was your favorite K-drama?
Well, I'm more into the the comedy genre. There are like a lot
Yeah.
of really good K dramas out there, but I would say the one that I really keep going back to watch is Good Manager. It's I believe released like 2017, 2016 around that time. But yeah, it's really good and I recommend it. What about Yavi? What's your favorite K drama?
My K-drama. Well, it's not that recent compared to like there are good K-dramas naman that are recent, like the Attorney Woo and Business Proposal. But I do like old classics. Well, not super old, but this one gives me the best vibes, and that is King Eternal Monarch. Yeah. It's the I always watched it with my family every night. So it gives
Wait,
the best
wait,
vibe.
wait. Is this the one wherein they go into a different dimension and then Korea is like one
Oh yeah,
nation?
yeah, yeah. That's the one.
Oh,
That's the one. Let's
yeah,
go.
it's a good one. Yeah, it's a really good one. Yes, I
Yeah.
do recommend it, Mariners. It's really good.
Yeah. I really like that because my family always waited every night when it's scheduled
Same.
to go out every night, and then we wait, like we snack midnight snack. Tapos when it goes live, oh, let's watch it now. Yeah. So now for you, our dear viewers, if you're enjoying the stream, please don't forget to like, comment down your favorite K drama, and please share our stream so other people may also tune into today's discussion. But speaking of today, Kobe, we had the quiz bowl today.
Let's
Woohoo!
go, Northfield! Ooh, let's go, guys. We have given Northfield's second victory in the Vinta Cup, and we
Yep.
hope that our Mariners are also very happy for this victory because this victory is not just for us but for the entire Northfield community, right, Abby?
Woo! Yes, that's true. Oh my gosh, during the quiz B, we were all so pumped with adrenaline, and it was like
Yeah,
very. Oh, do this,
we
do
were
this, do
celebrating for every question we got correct.
this.
Oh, but
Oh,
it's a really good thing as well that we get to cap off our Friday with a 40cast episode.
yeah. So
Yes.
good game to all those schools who joined the quiz bowl, and thank you for attending it.
Yep. Thank you indeed to all the Parf Boys schools. And yeah, glad to know everyone had a good day. And Javi, it looks like we're ready to move on to our In Focus.
Whew. So, for today's episode, as we said, we'll be talking about Jinggoy Estrada's comments on banning K drama, on thinking about banning K drama to give more attention to our local shows. Pero to give you a bit more information on this controversy, he then says in a later statement that he only said that thing out of frustration, and that we should imitate what the Korean government is doing, which is promoting and funding their local shows.
Hmm. Well, I kind of agree and disagree at the same time. Well, I agree since what the Korean government is doing by allotting a very big budget for their K dramas, their K pops, it's really working. Since I mean, all of us here have probably watched at least one K drama or have listened to or have heard at least one K pop song. So it is effective, but at the same time, for our situation, we have a lot of bigger problems to handle. Like
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's top priority for all of the issues that we have right now, but it definitely is something that we can do in the future. What about you, Javi? What do you think?
Well, I do agree that it's a good idea to promote and fund the local governments, but what I don't really agree with is that his first statement out of the first statement that he said, which was to suggest to ban the K drama in the Philippines, which was, I think, kasi he said that out of emotion. Again, he stated that it was out of frustration. So I'm not sure he should have said that because it would make him look a bit, you know,
Yeah,
unprofessional.
yeah, I agree. So before we discuss way too much, let's introduce our special guest for today. So without further ado, please welcome our guest, Karl Tan. Good
Woo!
afternoon, Carl. Hello.
안녕하세요,
How's your
안녕하세요.
week?
Hello everyone. Hello, Javi, hello, Kobe,
Hello.
and to all and to all the our loyal Fortiviewers. Hello, I am Carl. Akinatad. Okay.
Ah, so hi Carl. Um, how do you think your week was? Was it restful week or did you enjoy your sun break?
Well, yes, I enjoyed my sem break. I had time with my family in Ilocos. Well, I come from Ilocos, and I went to Vegan, explored
Wow.
the whole place, explored, and meeting some of my friends, some of my relatives. They're just having fun with them. That's how I spent my sem break.
All right.
Oh.
I think we can move on now to our discussion. So for our first question, Carl, what is your opinion on Jinggoy Estrada's statement that Filipino artists are beginning to lose their jobs because of K-pop and K-drama?
Well, first of all, I beg to disagree with Senator Estrada's statement. Banning Korean dramas in the Philippines is not the solution. As an update, Senator Estrada is considering pushing for tax perks for local artists, which is good because they need the support of Filipinos. Local artists just have to come up with good productions, songs, shows, and other forms of entertainment. In other words, kailangan nilang magpakita ng gilas. What the local entertainment scene has to do is to figure out their audience and come up with great work. The rising popularity of Hallyu or Korean wave may not only be the possible reason why some artists lost their jobs, or maybe it may not be a reason. Uh, the pandemic and maybe the ABS-CBN shutdown may have played a big factor in the actors' job losses. As we now know, no one was prepared, and we needed to adjust.
Yep.
Hmm?
Yeah, I do agree. Our local shows do need to adapt to the things that are going on right now. And I mean, Jingo Estrada's suggestion of copying what the Korean government is doing, maybe we can lower it to what the production is doing in Korea. Maybe we
Yes,
can try to
yes.
imitate the type of shows. I mean, there are Filipino
Yeah,
uh
there are a lot of adaptations.
yeah,
Then there are a lot of great
Yeah.
different
adaptations of
shows.
great dramas, like yung ano ngayon, Startup PH. It's on
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
GMA.
I've seen
And
that.
the recently concluded The Broken Marriage Vow, like starring Jody Santa
Oh,
Maria.
that's
It
also
was
K
an
drama.
adaptation. Well, the adaptation of it had also had the Korean adaptation of it, the World of the Married.
Oh.
That
Ah,
was
okay.
the. It was really one of my favorite. It was really a great. But the no, the World of the Married was actually a great K drama too, and actually Han So is really beautiful. She did a great job in playing Yoda Kyung in the World of the Married.
Ooh, I'll put that in my list. Sure, I'll see about it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I agree to that it's not a good idea to ban the K dramas because first, it was not really a good idea because it was out of emotion, and second, it was many people again the Hallyu wave. Many people are
Yeah,
enjoying and cherishing these K dramas, so it would be against the majority of the Filipinos' will to ban the K dramas in the Philippines.
Yeah, I
yeah.
do agree. Okay, I think we can move on to our next question now, Javi.
Okay, so our second question would be, why do you think Filipino music and films are not that popular?
Well, I think Filipino music and film lost their popularity because some of the plots of movies and teleseries have been redundant and predictable, and we wanted to do, and I think the audiences want something new, diba? However, I believe that Filipinos are very talented. The likes of let's say John Arcilla, Lea Salonga, Jacqueline Jose, and Olivia Rodrigo. She's Filipino too. Regine Velasquez. They're world class performers, but they're not so much appreciated, especially by the younger generations, because they are not given enough support. But they're not given better projects. No, they're not. They just don't get the spotlight that they deserve. However, I observed that recent Filipino teleseries, no, like Maria Clara at Ibarra, maybe Abot Kamay na Pangarap, there, and also Darna, no? And also yung, yeah, they have improved they have improved with out of the box plots, which is a development, which is very remarkable.
Yup,
Yun.
I
And there are also Philippine adaptations, like what I mentioned a while ago. Startup, Flower of Evil, The Broken Marriage Vow. They're also very impressive. These teleseries won various awards in the international scene, actually. And they also promoted our local tourism because The Broken Marriage Vow was entirely shot in Baguio. So that's actually a great
wow.
development.
Wow.
Oh,
I actually never knew that. So
well,
thank you
Yeah,
for sharing as well. And yeah, I do agree that our artists do have a lot of potential. I mean, you see Leia Salonga performing for like all around the world,
yeah,
yeah,
singing
yeah.
and all of these types of stuff. So I guess we just, us Filipinos, we just need to learn to appreciate these artists that we
exactly.
were gifted, and to also, and for our production naman, everyone that's in that field, they should also learn to, I mean, I think I said it already, to adapt to modern times. And
Yeah,
yeah, as you said, our teleseries have become redundant. So think of new ideas. I mean, kasi like you see shows that have already come out like years ago. It's just that now there's
yeah,
new actors in it. It's just the
yeah.
same exact story, but
Yeah,
just
or
with new
maybe just
actors.
a blueprint of like a plot, then just
Yeah,
added it with some other, ano. It's like it's some of them are like that. Eh. Some
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Uh,
What do you have? What do you think?
well, I'm not very, very well versed into the Filipino films, pero as you said, according to your information, the Philippine films are considered like repetitive or obsolete. So yeah, that's new knowledge to me. And I think I do agree to that point where they do have potential, pero there's not enough opportunity. So we need to, for some people, for some Filipino actors who have a lot of potential, some may not have that much uh, funding or promotion to help them, to help other people see them and, acquire a likeness to them, you know. So
Yeah,
that's all for me.
we need to continue to embrace them, as in
Yeah.
give them more opportunities, give them more time to shine, give them more
Mm.
attention, because as Carl said, the younger generations, they don't appreciate these artists that as much anymore, because they don't know what they can do. They can't,
Yeah.
I mean, we are proud people. We are proud of all of our actors and every famous person all around the world that's like 25% Filipino. We are proud of them. So why not also be proud of the pure Filipinos who are here with us in the Philippines? We must, as I said again, give them more opportunity, and yeah, give them more attention.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to our next question. Why is K-pop and K-drama more popular in this generation?
Well, the Filipino audience has been exposed to so many other shows abroad and other international media thanks to the internet, and that is actually good. Filipinos are now beginning to see what is out there and develop their own taste in entertainment. Um, the sudden global success of BTS is actually a proof, and maybe even Blackpink, maybe even Twice, EXO, and yeah, NCT. And yeah, and Korean artists have versatility in performances for concerts and in plots for Korean dramas. They're really great. They're very professionals. They're very professional in terms of performing. And also Filipinos got entertained by K-pop and K-dramas, especially during the pandemic. I mean, all of us, like, right, went over to our ano, and then we watched Crash Landing on You, diba? And I bet all of us here watched Squid Game, or maybe all of us are dead. I bet all of us, most of us, have watched, are familiar or watched those
Yeah.
titles.
Yup.
Pero
I mean, I personally have watched all of those. Chloe. But when the pandemic struck, so much K drama, almost every night.
Grabe,
true.
yeah, so true.
Like, and then
Grabe.
you'd be like searching like all over Netflix. You'd be like, what's something new?
Yeah.
I need something new. I need to watch K drama.
True. Actually, same. I actually did that because like after I finished Ploy, I really had to like what will I do next? What will I watch next? No? And
Yeah.
then when the World of the Married came, when they were in view, that's when I watched it, and that's when I um and then after that sunod-sunod na yan. That I watched a lot of that I watched K-dramas. Grabe, sunod-sunod na yan. I also watched like Kingdom, The King, almost all
Mm.
titles in Netflix na panood ko.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost
that's a
all.
flex. That's a flex.
Grabe.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel the same. Like whenever a series is ending, it feels so sad. Like, oh my gosh,
Oo.
that's how it
Yeah.
ends. Like sometimes it's so
True.
bitin, or sometimes it's so wholesome. Sometimes it's so happy. Sometimes it's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to add on to that, and you also feel like you've already related to the things that are going on in that series, that you just want to continue watching things that are going on there, except it had to end, and it'd be
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Totoo
like you were
yan.
just enjoying it, and you'll be like, wait, I went episode 16. This is the last episode.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
That's
episode
how it's like.
16.
It always
Grabe
ends at
yun.
episode 16. That's so sad.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grabe yung episode 16. But yeah, it's sometimes all good. Di ba nga there's a saying that all good things come to an end. Right?
Yeah. That's true. So moving on to our last question to kind of lighten up a bit. What is your favorite K drama and favorite Filipino movie?
I am into math jams or Korean melodramas. My all-time favorite K-drama is The Penthouse, War in Life, starring Lee Jia, Eugene, and Kim So-yeon. The series had a powerhouse cast. The plot was suspenseful, but it is somewhat violent. The twists in the plot were interesting. They're really nerve-wracking and breathtaking. And this series, spoiler alert,
Oh,
this series is about greed and power versus friendship and sacrifices. If you have time, I highly recommend everyone to watch it. It has a lot of lessons. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching The Penthouse. But you'll really need to have a high stress tolerance.
oh no.
Grabe. You really need to have a
Oh,
high stress
I
tolerance
feel
for
targeted.
if you watch it. If you watch at your own risk. Watch
Oh
the
my god.
Penthouse at your own risk.
Oh.
And siguro for my Filipino favorite Filipino movie, I'm not really into Filipino movies, but maybe I think uh Family History by Mike with Michael V. Because I've been a fan of Michael V. I like his comedy stunts, comedy antics. No? And he really is a great actor. He did a great job in that movie. And it was really nice. I almost cried pa nga when I watched it. Yun.
Oh wow. Yeah, I do agree. Like when watching K drama, when you relate too much, you start getting mad whenever like something is not
Yeah, yeah,
going
yeah.
like
Yeah!
onto
Totoo
plan. Then
yan.
something
Totoo,
bad's happening to
iniisuda
the main
bilang.
character. Like,
Yes, especially the
ah!
contrabidas. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Yeah,
contrabidas are
so
really,
annoying.
but yeah, I mean,
Especially the plot twist. Like whenever
Oh
there's like
yeah.
that
mm-mm.
huge plot twist that you never
Yeah,
expected to happen, and you're just like, what? How?
Like
Why?
like
yeah.
sometimes there
Actually,
are times when
that was my whole experience when watching the Penthouse.
oh
Grabe yon. It was like, hala, oh, kaya pala, and then ganyan, and then, oh, sana wag ganyan, and then, ah! Ganun, that was my whole experience in when watching the Penthouse.
Oh, before Javi will give his thoughts, I would just like to add, like, kasi I watch K drama with my family. It's like a family bonding thing, and
uh,
whenever we watch and then something bad is going on, me and my mom would run and hide. We don't want to scream.
Oh,
We're gonna be like, ah, something's bad's gonna happen. I feel it. I'm not gonna look.
oh my god. Yeah.
What about you, Javi? Thoughts on this?
Well, I don't know. I just relate to all of them. Like when you get so nakakainis or stressed with the contribida, or like when there's an opportunity that this guy was he's so cool, he's so iconic, pero it turns out to be the bad guy. So
Yeah,
it's such a sayang
such a
sayang naman.
bummer. Yeah, well,
So
as for Filipino movie, I mean, there are, to be fair, there are a lot of great Filipino movies, a lot of classics as well. Uh,
true.
I don't, I mean, whenever I think Filipino movies, I'm not sure if it's like cliche or whatever. The first thing that comes to mind is General Luna, because I mean, it's our history. It's a really good movie, and John Arcelia really played uh, played the role like greatly. Like it was amazing. Like it
Yeah,
seemed like he was the only person that was fit to play General Luna, in my opinion. Like,
so
yeah,
true.
and Arlino was so nice. Pero
what
Yeah,
about
and actually there's oh wait. So there's
ah,
actually
sige,
this
sige.
recently movie that I watched, yung Dollhouse. It's on Netflix. Baron Geisler. My family and I watched it recently. My family watched it. with me. It was actually great. It was actually nice. Baron Greister was a nice, was it? He was a great actor talaga. So I would recommend Dollhouse to
The
watch.
uh,
It's a tear jerking movie.
so
Before we
Five
it's
out
move
of
on,
five.
maybe maybe Javi as well. Let's recommend some K dramas and Filipino movies
oh
to our. Oh wait, we have a comment here from Angelo Boncan. My exposure to Korean shows was because of my tita who demanded that I watch with her. It wasn't my cup of tea at first,
Oh,
but it turned out to be quite entertaining.
oh,
wow.
nice.
That's
Maybe you should recommend that show as well, Angelo, to the other viewers.
Yes.
Try to share as well.
Maybe I might also might I also
Oh,
might would like to put
yeah.
it in my watch list as well.
Wow.
Okay, Javi, let's let's recommend some K
Okay.
like what K drama would you recommend or Filipino movie as well with that to our 40 viewers?
Well, obviously I did watch a lot of Filipino movies, but I did enjoy. I was a kid when I watched Henry Luna, but I did enjoy the
Oh,
movie. It was it was high quality. It was very professionally made, but it was a bit gory. But
oh,
yeah, for
What
my
movie is this?
Henry Luna,
Henry.
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, he got shot in the eyeball.
Spoilers. If you
Oh,
don't know
sorry.
your if you don't know your history,
Spoiler
if you don't
yan!
know your history.
Yeah, for my K drama, I guess business proposal. It's very nice. It's kind of like you have an alter ego, like business and then personal life. But I think they're trying to balance it between themselves. One is the co-worker of the. Wait, is a spoiler?
Oh,
For
spoiler na
it's
yan.
uh
But don't worry, I watched a bit of it. I watched
yeah
a bit of it. I didn't really watch that much K dramas these days because like a lot of things were coming.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was like really when the lockdown strike that you
yeah.
like we just watched everything that we could on
Yeah.
the internet because we were so bored, couldn't do anything at home, and we were like, what to do all day? Oh, K drama. What's this? There's a new release, new episode.
Oh,
Oh, new. Oh my gosh.
Personally,
you'll
I
really
would.
have to like um it's really nice to no to to make abang-abang.
Yeah, yeah.
It's whenever there's a new episode or maybe when there's a new
Yeah,
release.
yeah,
But when you like watch something that has been in the archives or like all of its episodes are available,
Marathon.
you'll get hooked. Yeah, actually, that's what happened with me during when I watched Squid Game. We had
Oh,
like we watched it with my family for like we had 2 episodes per day per night. We watched it per two. We watched 2 episodes or maybe 3 episodes per night, and yeah, it was really a great experience. And if you just watch it like when there's but when if it's like you know and also you all especially the all of us are dead, we watched it for just one day. We watched the whole thing straight
oh
just
wow.
in a span of one day. That was the only drama that we did that
Oh wow.
to we binge watched it
All
from start to
nighter.
end.
Wow.
wow. Oh my gosh.
I think Javi would like to add.
Yeah, well, regarding the recent K dramas compared to the archives, it reminds me of the King Eternal Monarch. Because sometimes it was during a school day, so we couldn't stay up so late because it always releases at mga 11 p.m.
Tama.
or
Yeah.
11 or 12. So we'd have to sleep and then wake up the next day. Pero we sometimes get too focused on our work and stuff so that we forget it, and then at the end of the week there's 2 episodes na release, so we stay up and then we
Yeah,
get midnight snacks and then it's so good vibes.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can relate. But when I see, like, when I look at the episodes and I see there's only like one episode that's out that I haven't watched, I'm like trying to discipline myself and not watch because I know I'll be mad because usually the endings of episodes are like cliffhangers that would make you want to
yes,
watch
Oh yeah.
the next episode. Except there's no next
yes,
episode. You'd be like, oh, I have to wait a
Oh,
week
yes.
for
oh my gosh.
this.
Yes, it's like yeah, it's like when I think most of K drama series have finales that make you want to watch more. Na parang it's like is there something is there may karugtong pa? Is there like a continuation? Is there a next episode for this, di ba?
Yeah.
That's what most K dramas do. That's it actually.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah, a lot of
yeah.
K dramas do that when it's like the well, mostly for every genre, but more like
Yeah.
drama or
Well, it
love.
certainly is effective. It gets you
Yeah.
to want to watch
Unless
more.
I think most of these are just waiting for for season two. Ganon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
The,
most of these are designed for a season two. Are designed for those with season two talaga.
Yeah. Like hospital playlist. Like the last episode of the first season was like like kind of a cliffhanger, and
mm,
then they said that oh we'll have a season two. I was like this is like the first series I've seen with like a season two. What? I have to wait that long for the next one?
yeah, it's because it's
Totoo.
mostly like mga 16 episodes, but there's a season 2.
Yeah.
You never expected because like when you see episode 16 being released, you're like okay, I have to prepare myself mentally here. It's gonna end now, and I have to accept
Shout out
how this
daw.
series is going to end. It doesn't end. It's yet another cliffhanger.
Yeah. Oh
All
wait,
right, you go ahead, Hadi.
Shout out
sorry.
daw.
Shout out daw from Lucas
Shout out
Lamzon.
our
Woo!
executive producer, Cebulo.
Hello. Hello, Lucas.
Hi, Lucas. Hope to see you soon. All right.
Yeah.
So that concludes our discussion. So thank you
Yeah.
very much, Carl,
Thank
for
you.
joining us today, answering our questions,
Yes,
and
yes.
keeping up with our kulitan.
Thank
Yung
you
mga
so much. Thank you so
topic
much for this
tayo.
opportunity to chat with you and share my special love for Korean music and shows. More powers for Fortikast.
Woo!
감사합니다.
Fighting!
Fighting.
Yes.
네,
Once again,
감사.
all right. Thank you, Carl, and yeah, once again, thank you to Carl. And with that, let's move on to our 2 cents. Ooh,
Wow.
wow.
That was a lot of interesting stuff.
Honestly, I didn't expect myself to say a lot. I
Oh yeah,
expected
same,
myself to
same,
just
same.
sit there and listen to Carl's answers. I never expected that I'd actually be the be the one talking and helping in the discussion.
Yeah, yeah. Like we had a lot of interests and relations in common and inputs on the Jinggoy controversies. Yeah. Jinggoy, hashtag Jinggoy. Sorry.
We're very sorry, guys. We're very sorry. who who okay, so maybe let's share our key takeaways. I think I should go first.
Yeah,
So
sure.
my key takeaway from that discussion is, I mean, I do agree with the things that Carl said, and specifically what I remember the most is that our local shows, our production team, all of that should, well, in the Tagalog term, kailangan nila magpakitang gilas. They need to show off. They need to perform well. They need to produce original content. Well, new content, and not as he said, don't be redundant, because most of that's why K-pop and K-drama are more popular, because they relate to things that are happening now, and they're not like things that like from the past that were already done. Like they're not following the exact same framework of every other show that's there, unlike what's happening for us. So that is something that we need to change, and yeah, to also see the potential of our artists, because we have a lot of great artists. And like, I mean, Carl listed some of them, like Jean Velasquez, Lea Salonga. We have like lots of singers, actors, and even the people that are not living in the Philippines, like sila Bruno Mars, Olivia Rodrigo. They're also part Filipino, and they are very talented. So we should give more opportunities to our artists, and get sorry, I was distracted by a comment. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, we should give them more attention. Give yeah, and I'm so distracted by the comment. I'm sorry, guys. Now I'd like to pass the question to you, Javi. What was your key takeaway from our discussion?
Well, Carl did have a lot of points, but yeah, I think promoting and funding is very useful to the Filipino industry. I'm actually very impressed because some of the films are actually already in Netflix. So that's one more step for the Filipino industry.
I mean, like FPJ's ang probinsyado. One
Yeah,
of the longest series I've seen. They have gone on
yeah.
for I believe 7 years. Like
Oh,
wow. And like I heard this like leak going around that there's gonna be a second season apparently.
oh,
I don't know if this is real or just fake news going around. I was like, second season? How long is that going to be? Like another 7 years for one season.
oh my god.
Alright, so enough about us. Let's take a look at, do we have some comments here? I mean, I believe we've read our comments now, but here from Angelo Vonkan, I mean, he says, well, this is what he said, but hi
Javi?
Angelo. Shout out to
Who?
Carl?
shout out Angelo Vonkan. Thank you for still being a loyal Forty viewer, even though you're no longer part of the Northfield community. And
Woo.
and once again, shout out to our executive
Lucas
producer.
Lamzon.
Let's
Woo!
go, Mr. Lamzon, idol. Hi, idol.
Hi, Idol.
Oh, I mean, anyways, anyways, let's not get a lot off topic even more. Let's
Let's not
focus.
put even
Let's
more
focus.
kulitan.
This is no longer Fortikast. This is Forticulitan now, guys. So yeah, going back, once again, we we really enjoyed that discussion. It was very fruitful, and we didn't expect that both of us would actually like produce
Put that much.
all of this information, and actually be able to say a lot in during this discussion, right, Javi?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay. And with that, we would like to um invite you, our dear mariners, if you are interested to join Forticast. If you are interested, please feel free to message the very guapo, the very, very, very guapo moderator, Mr. Kiko Perez. And
Woo.
yes, I mean,
Yeah,
if you wanna join us with our Forty Kulitan, and,
feel
and
free.
yeah, and please continue as well to stay tuned for our next episode, which will happen on when, Javi?
November 25.
Yes, so continue to stay tuned for that, 40 viewers. And
That's
with that,
right.
that concludes today's episode.
All right. Thank you to all of our viewers right now watching Forticast. This has been Kobe Camaso and Javi Encarnacion.
Virtus in Veritate, there is strength in virtue. This has been Fortikast online show, sharing good vibes and bringing together the Northfield community. See you in our next episode. Fortuna Favit Fortibus.